Alright, this is my deck profile from the Baltimore, Maryland region. I ended up making top 8 at this past Sunday. I'm going X1, losing to Pendulum somehow. I don't know how. But I was running Monarchs, and it's pretty standard, so you can get to the deck. 3 Aether, 2 Erebus. You only need 2 because you can get it back from the graveyard with this on effect. And 2 Karaz. A lot of people like 3. This card actually kind of sucks. I'll show the prior run one because you only use it to pop a return, and that's pretty much it. So it really does suck to draw. So, 2 Edia and 1 Eidos. This is I'll explain this after all the monsters. I'll explain some of the monsters and everything. 2 Mithra. I'll explain this later as well. 2 red layer and 1 blue layer because I ran teleport and brilliant fusion, so these help make the rank 5s. This is extra deck Monarchs. 1 Majesty Fiend because it helps against BA and Cosmo. You use Stormforce and they can't. Need after that. And 1 Garnet, the brilliant fusion. It could have been anything. It could have been anything, to be honest. Any Gemini, the 3 Pantheism, 3 Return, 3 Tenacity, 3 Stormforce, 3 Brilliant Fusion, 2 Teleport, 1 Upstart, 1 Domain. This card wasn't that good for me. I just put it in literally last minute. That's it for the spells. 3 Prime and Escalation. Alright, so I'll explain some of the stuff right now. So it's extra deck Monarch, so obviously you have to run Brilliant Fusion because Seraph not total 5, so it lets you do like really cool plays with rank 5s, and also being able to, if you open up with Brilliant Fusion and like this, you can like activate this, draw 2, then banish it, then send Idea into Garnet, and then get this back to your hand. And you'll probably have a Primagrave by that point, so you can get a free rank 5 off of that, which is usually going to be Durandal. I'll explain these right now as well. Sure, these kind of like, people say like these kind of like hinder what you can do, but not necessarily, because these are different than Stormforce, because Stormforce says you can't go into the extra deck until you activate this card, so you can't go off and activate Stormforce. But these, you can make a rank 5 or go into your extra deck, activate Brilliant Fusion. Then after you're done, you can summon this, get the black guy, and just like do plays with Monarchs right there. So it's really good. Also, this is really relevant. Like Mithra is really good, but against BA, you just give them a free token so they can't like go off. You just leave the token there, like turn 1. Also, this is really good against Burning Abyss or like traps as well, because you tribute and they, let's say like you reveal this and then tribute it off, and they warning your monster. Well, this effect, it says when this card tribute for tribute something, you get an extra tribute, so you can still make plays after, like even if they warn or cash out for your monster. And another thing that's cool is you can, if you have these in graveyard, you can banish this, get this from your grave, and use the effect, especially on this. So then you can like tribute, then get an extra tribute. So it's better than getting a second one of this right there. So also there's a few instances where even if you draw this, if you draw a Brilliant Fusion, you can like use this, then Brilliant to send this to the graveyard. So you'll still have like you send the idea to the graveyard, so you can still do plays. Is there anything else I want to explain? Yeah, like I said, Karaz is not that good. Only 2 things. I'm pretty sure I don't even run 1 of this going forward, because it's not that good. Only 2 red layer, because you don't want to. Like, it's good to draw, but you don't want to draw like multiples. And they recycle themselves, because you can. Like, you open up like red layer, Brilliant Fusion, especially this Brilliant, and make a rank 5, and then like you can make the rank 5 Quantum dude, was really good. I usually made Durandal a lot of times though. So, yeah, the domain, the theory behind it was like if you only have like, Seraph Knight or Prime, you can just reduce all of your Monarchs to just shoot one tribute, but it never came up. You don't really have the luxury to search this a lot of the time. You have to usually search out like Stormforth, Prime, or like returns. So, and you have to run 3 returns to get your engine going. Like you really only like resolve it once. Then you pop with Karaz, and after that you just call it the rest for like Prime. I mean, for Pantheism, or just like send them with the Monarchs with Aether or Eidos, so or Aether or whatever one it is. So that's escalation's not the greatest. It's kind of weird. It's good when you like hard draw it, but you don't really have, once you don't really have the luxury to search this out with the time unless you're so far ahead. So it's like, it's weird. And 3 Prime, just because for the mirror match you kind of really want 3, especially in this version of the deck. You with Exceeds Monarchs, you want the 2 in the graveyard, so you can banish 1 on your opponent's turn in phase, then 1 on your turn. And if you want to run 2, that means you won't have 1 face up on the field to put all your spells back. But if you're in 3, you can do that. So that's the reason you're in 3. The deck's 40. Let me get onto your shirt real quick. 2 Pleiades. This comes up against Burning Abyss and PK Fire. 2 Durando is my favorite rank 5 in their shit because it allows you to play around so much. Against Cosmos really good, against the Mirror is really good. Just shuffling their hand back. Shuffling your hand back if it's like sort of brick, because you can make a lot of times I would make this. I would have like Brilliant and like Pantheism, and after I was done I still wouldn't have a Monarch, so you can just put your hand back and try again. It's just really good card. People just don't realize how good it is until like you're staring it down and you realize what they can do. Because a lot of times you'll have like the redirect to destroy spell card. Like you usually have a Brilliant Fusion face up, so it's just free. You don't have to like destroy set a card in order to get it destroyed. The Brilliant Fusion is just there. 2 Vogosaurus. It comes up just randomly. The second one comes up. Double Thunder Charger because of this. This can attack if it has no material, so you actually need to Thunder Charger this, and you also most of the time you're going to Thunder Charger this as well. So that's why you want the second one in your deck. So, and I don't know what this guy's name is. Mechani's Magnolier. This is really good because it makes you obviously make it with this, and when this dies, you can bring back a super quantum from your graveyard. So you just bring back this and put a Thunder Charge on top, so it's like a floater. And it's activates on either player's turn, so if you think your opponent has like Bottomless or something, or just anything that like, you can just chain anything, so it's really good. Shark Fortress, 12 OTKs, Aegis for Master Strict, and Hope. I never made it, but it comes up. Seraph Knight, Spark, and Omega. I sided Master Strict, so going first in the mirror, I could side the 1 Ghost Order because of teleport. You can teleport into it. So if I didn't draw Master Strict, I would just make Omega because you can put back your Eidos or Pantheism and stuff. And if I did draw Mask, I would just go for the auto win and just Spark Dragon with Master Strict so you can't Twin Twister. So I didn't face any mirrors though. It didn't come up. And for the side deck, like I said, the 1 Ghost Starter, Pendulum, and this mirror going first. And maybe water. 3 Maxi and 2 Flying Sea. This is for BA PK Fire. Because I don't run Domain, I can't really lock them out, so I have to play just like a rank 5 game against them, which is also good. But if I can just stunt them with hand traps as well, like they pretty much can't do anything. Because you also can Flying Sea. Because that's really good because you can Flying Sea, then keep bouncing with Pleiades, so they can't like crash their monster into it and they can't play with this. And you just keep like maintaining an advantage with that way. So that's it for that. 3 Twin Twister because it's free in this deck. You can discard like Monarchs, Trap Cards, Prime, Pantheism, and just blue layer, red layer. You can discard red layer if you have 2 of them. You just discard 1 red layer and then special on 1, get the other one back from your graveyard. So this is really good. Like you just won't lose to any of the floods that people side against you. Rageki. 3 Master Strict, like I said, I am not really locked out by this card as much as like the standard model deck is because I have rank 5, so I can just easily just make Durando or Pleiades with this, so they can't actually play. Or just Spark Dragon if I do draw Teleport or Ghost Ogre. So and 2 cash out pulls. I did it going first versus pendulums in the mirror match. In the mirror match, they go return and do a monarch, and you just cash out pull to banish it, or you just do it on Adia, so they get it banished. Doesn't even go to the graveyard. So the 2000 doesn't matter. They can't. Like if you can stop looking at the Shima Monarchs going in the great with return, then you're pretty much going to win. Because Monarchs are the only thing you can't search for in the mirror match. So if you can just cut that off, then they're pretty much going to lose. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else more to explain. Let me check. There's a Magic Fiend against Cosmo, and you can search it out. So, I think about running Foolish Burial going forward, because it does a lot for one card. You can send a Monarch, so you get access to a Monarch, or you can send Adia to the graveyard to get back a banished spell card if you find yourself like running low on resources. So, like I said, I'll probably drop the Domain, drop the Crass. I have to play around this a little more, but overall, I really did like it. Like, you just have to know your limitations with this deck. Like the Extract Monarchs, that's basically the biggest thing. Like you usually want to save. You usually have to save Stone for your opponent's turn because you can't activate it when you go into your extra deck. And like that's basically just it. I want to give a shout out to Team JrbJobber, obviously, one team, and Mike Steinman because he actually did help me with the deck a lot before, and Chris Welch because both of them like basically like helped me learn the deck the week before the regional. So that's it, guys. If you have any comments or anything, leave them in the comment section below. That's it.